Hey players, we have breaking news coming out of federal court. Derek Chauvin has been sentenced to 21 years after accepting a plea deal back in May for violating George Floyd's civil rights. Now, Derek Chauvin's plea deal, which was accepted by the judge back in May, called for a sentence of 20 to 25 years. He's already serving 22 and a half years for his conviction in state court on murder and manslaughter charges related to Floyd's death in May of 2020. Now, of course, Derek Chauvin is currently appealing his murder conviction, arguing that jurors were intimidated by protests. But today, he was sentenced to 21 years in his federal case, and the judge gave him credit for 7 months time served. Now, according to CBS Minnesota, George Floyd's brother asked the judge for a life sentence, adding that he has had nightmares since his brother's death. But federal prosecutors argued for Chauvin to serve all 25 years on grounds that his actions during Floyd's death were cold-blooded and needless. They also argued that he had a history of misusing restraints. Included in this plea was the admission that he violated the rights of a 14-year-old boy who he restrained in an unrelated case back in 2017. Now, of course, his defense were arguing for a lesser sentence of 20 years, arguing that Derek Chauvin accepted responsibility for his heinous action. His attorney, Eric Nielsen, wrote that Chauvin's remorse will be made apparent to this court. Now, today in court for the first time, Derek Chauvin actually spoke. Although it wasn't recorded because this is a federal case, Derek Chauvin said that he wished Floyd's children all the best in their lives and that they have excellent guidance in becoming good adults. He went on to add that he recognizes the difficulty of the court sentencing in a politically charged environment. Now, to me, this statement didn't do what Derek Chauvin's attorney said that it would do. It didn't sound like he was remorseful, and he never offered an actual apology. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. But that's remorse, though. Didn't sound like it to me. What y'all think, players? So now that Derek Chauvin has taken the plea deal and he's been sentenced to 21 years with 7 months taken off for time served, he will not be eligible to file an appeal in the federal case. He will also be required to pay restitution. The other 3 officers that aided and abetted and assisted Derek Chauvin in his egregious act were found guilty in federal court of violating George Floyd's civil rights back in February. No sentencing date has been set, but they do face life in federal prison without the possibility of parole. So, players, that is your breaking news. This just came out about 10 minutes ago, so I was on my shit. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. And I know some of us may feel like he deserved a longer sentence. Put your thoughts in the comments. This is Double D Mo reporting for the Black Accurate News, where I'm black and the news is always accurate.